Payback. Chapter 41. Unedited. It's been exactly 12 months since I got out of prison. And over these couple of months, I have kept a low profile. I no longer use the name Autumn in public. I go by my surname Miller. I also changed my appearance. I cut off my hair and dyed it a different color. I didn't go to Australia like my parents and Sky wanted me to. Instead, I stayed back and started a small flower business that I run from my home. For as long as I can remember, I have always loved flowers. They make me feel relaxed and happy. My business has actually been doing better than I thought it would, and I managed to hire 2 people to help me out. When I first started the business, I thought it would close within a couple of months. I wasn't looking for something permanent but something that could keep me busy for some months while bringing in some money. But now, I have no intention of closing. 1 year down the line, I have built a very good customer base. Aside from the business, I have done a lot of background checks on Oscar and his family over the last 1 year. I hired a private investigator to dig up dirt on each one. And such dirt there was. Bernice, it turns out, is not even Jacob's biological daughter. Her mother had an affair and got pregnant but pinned the pregnancy on Jacob. I can't wait to see the look on her face when I break the news to her. I also managed to find out where Leslie and Oscar are hiding Maldives. They recently had a 3rd child. From the photos I was able to get, they seem happy and wealthy. Scamming people and putting me behind bars really paid off. I hope they've had as much fun as possible while it lasted. Well, I am currently in Zimbabwe. I got here a week ago and I should be leaving tomorrow. Today is the day I come face to face with Jacob after 20 years. I never thought this day would come. When Jacob disappeared, I was disappointed and I tried to look around for him but to no avail. My parents helped me through my healing process, and when I had my baby I knew I wanted nothing more than to protect her from men like Jacob. And as Evangeline grew older, I did get the healing I needed and I soon forgot about her good-for-nothing father. If Oscar and his family had not done what they did to me, I would never have known about Jacob's involvement with my mother and I would never have gone looking for him to seek revenge. In my defense, the started this game. I will do them the honor of finishing it for them. Well, here I am 20 years later, ready to face the first man I ever thought I was in love with, the man that I shared all my firsts with. It was amazing then because I was clouded by what I felt for him, but now that I think about everything I am disgusted. I was only 15, I was naive, he said all the right words and did the right things. To think I slept with a man old enough to be my father. I pray every day that my girls never meet men like Jacob, and if they do, I hope they are bold enough to speak out because what Jacob did was wrong and punishable by the law. I don't regret my relationship with him though because So I contacted Jacob on social media a few months back and we've been talking since then. It turns out he is still the same old fool. I told him I am Zimbabwean but was out for school in SA. I have also been sending someone else's photos to him. He is hooked. I had to hire someone for those photos. She actually came in handy with her flirting skills. She would often video call him and within a few weeks he was hooked. 2 days ago I told him I am back for holidays and would love to meet up, to which he agreed. I am sitting in my hotel room anxiously waiting for him to get here. I am on my 2nd glass of wine and I feel relaxed and ready to face him. He texted and said he would be here in a few minutes. While waiting, I type away on my phone, texting Evangeline. She is telling me all about school and how hectic it is. She is in her 2nd year of law school at Monash University in Australia. Evangeline and I talk almost all the time. She updates me about everything going on in her life. I am actually glad that my going to prison didn't affect the bond that we've always shared. It's a different case with Peace. Even though she is still very young, I've noticed she is a bit distant with me. She is bubbly and quite active around Mama Hyde and everyone else but sort of reserved with me. I traveled to Australia for her 5th birthday a couple of months ago and I was able to observe all this. Mom thinks she will warm up to me if I get to spend more time with her. I do want to spend more time with my children and family, Lord knows I do, but now is not a good time. I don't think I can be the mother they want me to be at the moment. When all this comes to an end, I will go back to them. I will probably spend my whole life making it up to them for all this. When a knock sounds at the door, I take a large sip of my wine and stand up. It's about time, I mumble under my breath. Come in, I say, turning my back to the door. When the door creaks open, a mixture of expensive cologne hits me. You look beautiful, Cherry. He compliments, whistling. I am clad in a black, short, tight, slinky low-cut dress with an open back. Please lock the door behind your back. He locks the door and walks up to me and wraps his arms around me from behind. When I turn to face him, his jaw drops open. His white eyes clash with mine. In shock, he takes a step back. A wide smile crosses my lips. Hey Rufaro. Asterisk. Ella B.